Welcome all to Newton's laws of motion class 5, in which we'll discuss about Newton's third law. Newton's third law states that for every action there will be an equal and opposite reaction. So let's discuss in detail about this. So if you are considering that there is a wall over here and a person is exerting some force, let's say F, on the wall. So we can say that this wall will also exert equal and opposite force F on the person. So here just remember some important thing. If someone is asking out of these two forces, like one force we are taking it as action force and another force we are taking it as nothing but a reaction force. So action and reaction are forces. Now over here if you are asking what is the action force, then we may feel that the force exerted by the person is action and the force exerted by the wall is the reaction. It is not exactly like that. According to our convenience, we can take any one of the force as action and other one as reaction. That means it is not like first there is an action force, then there is a reaction force. Actually, there is no time delay between the action force and reaction force. As soon as the person is exerting the force, then the wall will also exert the force. So there is no time delay between action force and reaction force. So according to our convenience, we can take any one of this force as action and other one is reaction. That means if you are considering another example for it, let's say there is an object A and it is exerting force on another object, take it as nothing but B. So the force exerted by A on B is, take it as something but 10 Newton. Then B will also exert equal and opposite reaction on A. Let's say that is also equal to 10 Newton. So according to A, he may say that his force is action, and according to B, he may say that his force is reaction. But according to our convenience, we can take any of this force as action and other one as nothing but reaction. Now just remember another very important thing, that is the force exerted by the person is acting on the wall and the force exerted by the wall is acting on the person. So the action force and reaction force are not acting on the same object. Like force exerted by A is acting on B and force exerted by B is acting on A. The action force and reaction force are not acting on the same object, so they will never get cancel each other. We cannot cancel this 10 Newton force with this net 10 Newton force as they are acting in opposite direction because they are not acting on the same object. If you are having an object over here and if there is a force of 10 acting towards right and 10 acting towards left, then no doubt we can cancel these two forces, but action reaction forces are not acting on the same object, so we will never get, or they will never get cancel each other. And along with that, just remember that if A will be able to exert some force on B if B is able to exert a reaction force. So if B is unable to exert a reaction force, then A cannot exert a action force on it. That means, let's say a person is over here, he cannot exert a force of let's say 100 Newton on the air, because air is not exerting that reaction force. But if we can exert, the same person can exert a 100 Newton force on the wall, because wall will be able to exert the reaction force. So if a surface is unable to exert, or if an object is unable to exert the reaction force, then action force is also not possible. Remember these important things. There is no time delay between action force and reaction force. So we can't differentiate which force is action and which force is reaction. According to our convenience, we can take one force as action and other force as reaction. Action force and reaction forces are acting on two different objects, so they will never get cancel each other. If an object is unable to exert a reaction force, then action force is also not possible. Hope so that you understood whatever the things we discussed in this class. If you are having any doubt, please contact. Thank you.